Greetings, power people. You are listening to the Reverend and High Priestess, Thema Azize Serwa, Part 3 to my conversation about struggle shaming. So, in Part 1, I gave you a context for what I mean by struggle shaming. In Part 2, we talked about abandoning any ideology, people, belief system that find you as the root cause of the adversities in your life. Part 3, I want to focus on what it really looks like for you to live a life where you know you are worthy, you know you are whole, you know you are loved, because we give people what we have. We give people what we have. And so, it's hard to not be in a struggle shaming dynamic if you haven't even forgiven yourself for what you think has gone wrong in your life. How can you then be compassionate with someone else for what you think is going wrong in their life, right? So we see this cycle of hurt that occurs when we are in our own spaces of self-judgment. When you decide that you know, regardless of how you feel, that you are worthy, you are whole. When you protect your holy innocence and you begin to reinforce this truth and you put yourself in receiving mode, your priorities and your desires change. It's no longer important to you to have your life look a certain way so other people will feel like you're successful and at a certain level. It's no longer important to you. It's no longer important to you to achieve certain things because you shift from being the manager of your life to actually living your life. So the miracle that you need, you don't have to perform for, you don't have to work for, you don't have to do the right thing, quote unquote, for. The miracle is the new understanding, the hearing of what I'm saying, the receiving of it as your truth, and that is enough. Just a little willingness to see yourself as faultless will activate miracles in your life. Don't I need to do something? Don't I need to fast? Don't I need to detox? Don't I need to journal? Don't I need to do something? Well, what I'm inviting you to is being. Who are you outside of your achievements and accomplishments? Who are you? All pain that you're experiencing in your life is the result of mistaken identity. It's the result of mistaken identity because you are still discovering who you are. And sometimes your ego is your teacher, and the ego is a horrible teacher. Because your ego wants you to be right. Your ego wants you to do. Your heart wants to be. How many years of your life have you spent managing your life instead of living it? Right? So literally, I know for those of us who have a pattern of needing difficulty and challenge and hard work to transform ourselves, I know what I'm offering you is different. I just want you to have a little willingness to believe that you're already whole, that you're already healed, that you're worthy. Let that be the catalyst for what happens next in your life. I also want you to become a little irresponsible. I want you to shift your responsibilities. Yes, you are participating in your life, but you are not solely responsible for it. There is a power, a force bigger than you. So vast, we can't track it throughout our universe. It's the same power that makes sure flowers bloom in the spring, that makes sure that while you're sleeping, your heart continues to beat, that makes sure that you took your first breath when you came out of your mother's womb, that makes sure that you discover you're whole. Break your addiction to finding fault with yourself. There is another way. What happens the day you wake up and discover or acknowledge, I am worthy. I am whole. Whatever it is you think that you have not done right in your life, surrender that idea. Give it up. And simplify. So here's the formula. Simplify your life. Stop doing so much. Do less and be more. Really get clear about the motives behind what you do. Why do you work 60 hours a week? Why do you volunteer for so much? Why do you do what you do? And identify the traces of unworthiness throughout those motives. And so simplify your life and then surrender. Surrender to a power bigger than you. Surrender to a power bigger than you. Surrender to the idea that I can just be who I am moment by moment and not threaten my survival, that not threaten my integrity, because I'm loved. I'm loved. So I could be where I am, be who I am, and it be okay. I can live my life instead of managing my life, and that be okay. So the key is to sit in this information, let it marinate, right? Let it really marinate and say, okay, my truth is I'm worthy. I'm in receiving mode. I trust in the infinite supply of the universe. I trust in the infinite wisdom of the universe to give me the space to be who I am, and that be enough. It's radical self-acceptance. For those who have resistance, part of the resistance is this logical? Well, is it logical to spend the majority of your life performing, trying to prove your worth and value through your career, through your marriage, through these different ways? Is it logical to get all the way into your senior years and finally decide to just be? Because you'll have no choice. Because your body has carried the weight of your lack of self-knowledge for so long that it slows you all the way down to a point that you just have to be. You can't do what you used to do anymore. Or does it make more sense to choose to change and tap into the adventure of life and discover what it is that you want to do next? Who you want to be? And to let the wonder and awe of divine participation in your life come to the forefront, so that you can see the miracles of life every day instead of just the responsibilities of life every day. You get to choose. And I invite you to choose a path that is gentle with yourself and deeply nourishing and eradicates you of fault. Doesn't mean that you'll become immune to adversity, nor does it mean that you will, be able to say that life is always just bliss and butterflies and jogs through a field of lilies. No, I'm not that heavily minded that I can't be any good here on earth. Earth is class. But there's a different way of being in class when you understand who you are in the midst of what life brings. Okay, that's the difference. That's the difference. And so, I would love to hear your insights about this mini lecture series around struggle shaming. I feel like this is an opportunity for some deep healing. If you heard something in this 3-part series that really resonated with you, comment below. You'll also see beneath the videos a link where you can sow financially to make an energy exchange with me around this conversation. If you feel compelled, no pressure, you can use the paypal.me link below and just send some love in the form of money to the Womb Sauna for bringing this awareness and activating something good in your soul. I love you. You are worthy. You'll find a lot of great content on our YouTube channel. And if you follow us on our other social media platforms, you'll always find inspiration. We put inspiration out every single day. And so we are on Facebook as The Womb Sauna. We are on Instagram as The Womb Sauna, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Google Plus. We're all over the internet. We provide a variety of services and products. We've recently partnered with Amazon, and through our Amazon page, we have over 300 products for your self-care that we recommend for you. So we're always present as an organization. And I, as the visionary, am always excited about opportunities to connect to the hearts of the people who resonate with our message to heal everything and be who you are. And so I pray that this 3-part series did that for you. I can't wait to connect with you in other ways. And stay tuned. We'll have more great things coming down the pipe for you. Peace.